This is Gaming Master, and we're going to be playing some more of Elden Ring, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get a lot of cool new stuff like spells, Ashes of War, and side quests, all of that. Um, so as you can see, I am on a new save file. That's because my USB stick has been doing some weird things, been like deleting some of my footage and stuff like that. It's fixed now. I fixed it up, but I'm kind of making up for that. So I'm gonna go back to my old file that we've been doing this entire playthrough. I know I'm gonna go back to it. I'm just kind of going on this other file just to kind of fix up everything or do stuff that was kind of all deleted and stuff. So I will have. I know last video I had this happen too, but I skipped Margit and Godric and went straight to Liurnia. Kind of showed how to do that. So now I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of with this. So we're gonna be getting Hoarfrost Stomp for the first part of the episode. So as you see where I just marked it on the map there. I just marked where it is on the map right there. That's where we want to go. And Hoarfrost Stomp is a really good useful Ash of War. It's really good for like frostbite and stuff. And you can actually make your weapons like inflict frostbite on enemies as well. So it is a really helpful Ash of War that I definitely recommend you do get. Yeah, so we've placed a beacon right in this like tiny pond. It's near like Caria Manor and stuff like that. So yeah, just be careful. There's gonna be some lasers. There's gonna be like defense systems near Caria Manor. So just be kind of careful about that. I will kind of show some footage of just how to kind of avoid that because it might possibly be a little treacherous when you're like kind of exploring and all that. But yeah, so if you want, so by the way, yeah, so there's gonna be like a little wall, stone wall kind of blocking. You can just kind of jump around. It might not look like it's possible to jump around, but you can do that pretty easily. There's gonna be a side of grace there. You can also talk to this guy, EG. The blacksmith, he'll basically just give you like somber smithing stones, which is good for upgrading special weapons. But yeah, once you pass him, this is where like the defense systems from Caria Manor come in. Yeah, there, the lasers. So yeah, um, there are some like weird lasers things that like attack you. Yeah, just try to be a little cautious about that because they are kind of annoying. So just yeah, you want to be careful about that because they're gonna give you problems. Just try to avoid that. Yeah, it's just the defense systems of Caria Manor, which is like this big area of like magic stuff. um, yeah, I went to go get the Sword of Night and Flame in one of the videos. I can't remember what episode it is, but yeah, I'll post that in the description below. Um, but yeah, so here we are. We're at this lake now. This is where we're getting Hoarfrost Stomp. You're gonna see this like icy stuff going. But you see that you wanna get your sword out and you wanna hit the first thing. So there we go. See, I got it. The front. You wanna hit the first ice chunk or whatever you wanna call it. Little slivers of ice. You wanna hit the first one as it's coming towards you. You wanna stand in its path, hit the first one, and then there you go. You got Hoarfrost Stomp. It's pretty easy to get. And it's also pretty early in the game to get, like, this is only the second area in the game, and that's, you know, pretty early. This is really good to get. Now you can, like, equip it. There we go. You can use standard or cold. Standard is just, you can use just standard, like, you know, attack. So this is Hoarfrost Stomp. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, I will demonstrate it against enemies as well. So this is how it is. Oh yeah, see, it's really cool. It's good for inflicting frostbite too. Frostbite's really cool. It's kind of like bleed. You'll have build up with frostbite, and then eventually it'll end up doing a ton of damage. So yeah, it is kind of like bleed. So if you're into like bleed type things, you might want to also look into frostbite. But yeah, so also so I use the standard version of Hoarfrost Stomp, but if you use the cold version, your actual weapon will inflict frostbite. So before, your actual weapon, like just doing the normal attacks with the weapon, it wouldn't inflict frostbite. It would only be this Hoarfrost Stomp attack. But now with the cold version, see, the actual swinging attacks will actually have cold. So not everything you do, and even with the normal sword attacks, will be cold and inflict frostbite. So yeah, make sure, yeah, that's the difference between like standard and cold. And any other like Ash of War, they'll have like the standard version, and there'll be like another version. So that's kind of the difference. But yeah, anyway, so next, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be getting the magic Glintblade spell, which is at the Church of Vows. So yeah, once again, this is still in Liurnia. It's on the right side of the map, kind of. So you can just kind of look at my map and kind of see where this is. So yeah, it's right here. See the Church of Vows? It's right on that little like plateau area. So just look at my map, and then you can look at your map. And this area is kind of easy to mark on your map. So yeah, it's right there. It's pretty easy to get there. There's a nice side of grace there. So I'm not really gonna show like any like playing how to get there. I'm not really gonna show myself going there because it's kind of pretty easy to get there. So I don't want the video to be too long because I have a lot of other stuff to cover. But so this is where the Church of Vows is, and yeah, then you can go talk to this guy, like tortoise type of guy, Muriel, and then you can if you study sorcery, yeah, you'll get the option. You can buy two different things. You can get the Carrion Slicer, or you can get the Magic Glintblade. But yeah, so if you do study sorcery, we're gonna get the Magic Glintblade. I believe Magic Glintblade is 3,000 runes, I think, and then the Carrion Slicer is like 10,000 or something. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, so the one that's already been bought is the Glintstone is the what's it called? Sorry, I'm drawing blank. But yeah, the other one I just said that I can't seem to recall now, and then Carrion Slicer. But yeah, anyway, so that's that. So this it's really good. You can just I know right now it looks like it's just like it's very slow to build up. I know it looks really bad and like weird and just not good. But this is really good. When you do a bunch of attacks, and I know it looks like it's just going in a bunch of weird directions, but it's not going to do that if you target on a certain enemy, and if you just do a bunch of those attacks and they all go at once, they can do a ton of damage together. It won't even matter if they're slow, because even if they run up to you, those will, when they're like really up close to you, they'll hit that person. And even if they're programmed to dodge, these spells will only dodge one of them. So like when you're fighting against like Bloody Fingers or something, that'll be really good. So it's good to attack from afar. You can do multiples, like one if they don't see you, and then you can just hit them with a bunch of these attacks. And just keep going and going. This is actually very effective, even though it seems slow. That's actually good. Now, if you're like right up close and someone's about to attack you, this probably isn't the best spell, but from afar, this probably is good. Or against like slow bosses or something, this is probably a really good spell. Really good choice to use. I know a lot of these guys are getting one-shotted, but I guess people who like are like not always one shot. Like see that guy in the back. Yeah, if I did a bunch of those spells, I would do a big chunk of his health. But yeah, so yeah, sorry, this is Magic Glintblade. Sorry. I don't know, what did I even call it before that? I don't even know yet. So that was Magic Glintblade, which is really effective. But yeah, now, what we're gonna be doing, we're going to be getting the moonveil katana, and it's in Caelid in Gael Tunnel. So you kind of take that route into Caelid, right? And then there's Gael Tunnel. Gael Tunnel is like kind of at the border of like Limgrave and Caelid. Once again, it's pretty easy to see on your map. As long as you know your way around Limgrave, you'll be able to do it. And just by looking at the path, if you get the map on Limgrave, you'll be able to see it, and then you can kind of cross into Caelid. If you don't know how to get the map, you can. There's like the game actually tells you there's like this little lantern object on the map, on the uncompleted map, and then you go there. That's where the lamp is. So, or that's where the map is. So it's pretty easy to know where the map is in the game. But yeah. So now we're getting the Magma Worm. Yeah, we're gonna be using the Uchigatana. I'm currently using my Uchigatana, and I actually have a whole video just how to get the Uchigatana, so I'll have that in the description below. But yeah, so we're gonna infuse this with Hoarfrost Stomp. We're gonna do cold version though. We're not gonna do the standard version. We're gonna do the cold version. So we're gonna be attacking with cold Hoarfrost Stomp deck. So that way our actual swings will be icy, and then we can inflict frostbite on them. Of course, you could also do bleed, but I'm doing frostbite on this guy. But yeah, so yeah, he is so with the Magma Worm, he is a pretty difficult boss to take down. He's gonna be spewing lava everywhere and can easily kill you with just a few swings from his sword or just his slam attacks. Yeah, he is pretty powerful. What I recommend, I just go up to his leg and just start hitting his leg, so that way it's like hard for him to kind of target you and see you that way. So you just just want to kind of roll away from his attacks. And there we go. See, you see that huge chunk of health I just did to him? Yeah. So that is frostbite kicking in there. So I hit him enough to the point where I'm able to inflict frostbite on him. But yeah, okay. So yeah, we have died. It might take you a few tries to complete this boss, but as long as you stay by the leg, you'll have him dead. Like he will be dead within just like you won't have to struggle too much on him. He is you just gotta stay with the leg. So do this whole part again. You don't really have to kill these enemies in this area. You can just kind of run past them. You don't really need to deal with them. They're gonna be there, but you can just run past them. But yeah, so you're gonna go past here, and once again you'll find that same door. Now, if it helps, you could put in a spirit summon if you want. Yeah, it might take a few tries, because it is a tough battle, but yeah, with practice you'll be able to do that. I know I include this battle in like my top 10 best games of 2022 or something. Elden Ring is obviously number one. I included this battle, so if you watched that video, I'm sure you were like, oh, when is he gonna show this battle in his Elden Ring walkthrough? Here we go. But yeah, it is gonna take you a little while. But remember, just don't stay away from the attacks. If you feel uncomfortable, if you ever feel like, okay, I'm like I'm not able to keep up, I think he's gonna kill me, just roll away. Just get away from him. And once you feel like you're able to go back in, you go back in. It's all about learning the movements. Just stay by the leg, and when you know he's gonna attack, you're gonna go away. Or sometimes you could even or you don't even have to go away. Rolling will give you invincibility as you're rolling. So if you feel like you're able to do it, then you can just roll through the attack, and you can stay close to him and continue to hit him. But you do want to stay. The reason why we're hitting him at the leg though is so we can stay away from the lava. So that's already dodging. But he will do like spin attacks and slams. So yeah, you can't always just be by the leg and get away from all the attacks. Yeah, so we want to continue to inflict that frostbite on him. Keep on hitting him. That does do frostbite damage on him. Once again, we are using the Uchigatana infused with like the Hoarfrost Stomp cold version. But yeah, so as you can see, I did bring in a spirit summon, which is Lutel the Headless. Okay, looks like he's dead. I wasn't really using him for anything. I'm just using him as a distraction, but looks like he's mainly focusing on me. He's mainly putting his attention on me. That's probably why Lutel even lasted that long. Lutel's good, but I mean, in a battle like this, he's not gonna survive very long. Yeah. So yeah. Once again, I'm not comfortable with going up to him. He has too much lava everywhere, so I'm just not really gonna attack. Wait, now I feel ready. Yeah, it's all about whenever you have a time to attack, you go in, but you make sure you time your attacks correctly. You want to make sure that you're attacking them when they're at a cooldown. That's with these games. With this game, like it's all whenever you're fighting a boss, it's all about knowing when you have to attack. Because a lot of them there's like really tight attack times, but it's all just finding when their cooldown is and when to attack. But yeah, just keep on trying. You don't want to. It's not always about being aggressive with this battle. It's not always about that. Just you want to be. It's a lot of it's just being patient. Even if it's like, oh my god, I'm never gonna do this. The way you're gonna beat him is from being patient, not from trying to go be really aggressive, go attack him, and just take a bunch of damage, and then you try to heal, and then he kills you before you can even heal. You don't want to be healing when he is attacking you, because you're gonna end up just wasting that, and you're gonna die. So. Whenever let's say you're, just so you know, this is a tip for whenever you're fighting any boss, when there's an opening, right? If you're at low health, you have a choice, right? You can either go in and attack, or you can go and heal, all right? If you're low on health, or even if you're like half and you feel like he'll kill you, if you're at half, you heal, all right? Whenever you have the opening, you have to make a choice. Do you heal or do you go in for attack? Do you try to get some space? Whenever they have a cooldown after their attack, you've always got some opening for something, whether it's healing, whether it's giving yourself space to do some attack that may take some time, or whether it's just to go in for an attack like that. That's all. Like everyone has a cooldown, and that's really a big part about knowing that. Okay, there we go. I inflicted frostbite on him. That's a huge amount of damage I just did to him. There we go. He's out. We've already got the upper hand now. He's almost dead. Well, almost. I mean, yeah, we have 2 more flasks of Crimson Tears. We can heal 2 more times. Which is pretty low, but we should be okay. As long as we don't do anything, like, idiotic. Okay. Good, okay. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. He's almost gone. Just try to keep the heat off you. Yep, okay, good. So I failed to roll through that slam. I gotta drink another flask. Let's try not to drink this last healing flask too early. Okay. We're at half health. We're probably below half health. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be a little aggressive. I know I said not to be aggressive, but it's a choice. If you think you can make it, then you don't have to heal, right? Remember, it's a choice. If you're at low health, if you have an opening, you can either attack or you can either heal. But if you think you can make it, you should go for the attack. But I mean, if you're not sure, you should go for that heal. You want to be safe. But I mean, if you don't have a heal, then yeah, obviously you would go attack. But yeah, there we go. Okay, he's like almost. He's got 1 more hit. Kill him. There we go. Boom. It was very close. We nearly died, but there we go. We got a dragon heart, and we got a moonveil katana. Dragon hearts are good for like buying these like cool like elemental incantation attacks. That's really good. Yeah. There we go. So we got the moonveil katana. Now this weapon is definitely worth it. I was actually avoiding this boss fight for a while because it is very difficult. But I really do want this weapon, and this weapon is really cool. Look at that, like that just looks cool. And also, it's kind of like the Uchigatana. You know how the Uchigatana you can like equip like if you play as like the samurai or something, you have Uchigatana and it comes with the Ash of War unsheath, right? Like you can you can pull like your sword out really quickly and like do this ton of damage. Yeah, this attack we're doing, Transient Moonlight. It's called the Ash of War is called Transient Moonlight, but it shoots that like blue moonlight glow. Yeah. So that attack is literally the exact same attack from the Uchigatana, but it not only does it do that like quick unsheath type of move, but it also shoots this blue beam of light. So that way, if you're like trying to keep your distance or something from like a boss or an enemy, you can like kind of do that, and it'll shoot that blue beam of light. So that way, it can still damage your opponent. But yeah, so that's a really good weapon. I definitely think it's worth getting if you feel you can take on the Magma Worm. But yeah, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go on to the last thing, which is how to do the Boiled Prawns side quest, and also getting the invitation to Volcano Manor. So, as you can see, right where that little like telescope-like thing is on the map, that little island right next to it is where this whole side quest starts. So yeah, this is like the Boiled Prawns Questline, but it also helps you get into another questline, which is Volcano Manor. So normally here, I had already done this because my USB stick kind of messed up. But as you can see, I am in my old recording file now, so I'm kind of back. I will have a few more episodes with that other newer file. But yeah, normally there will be an old woman here. She'll be like, "Hey, this guy stole my necklace. Can you give it back? Can you help me get it back?" And you're like, "All right, fine, I'll help you." So if you go help her, you have to go to the Boiled Prawn Shack, which is like right here. It's very close by. You don't have to do too much traveling. It's very close to where that like gazebo area is. Yeah, once you go there, yeah. So there's gonna be normally will be like a guy here in like this like helmet, and he's gonna sell a lot of stuff. He's gonna sell boiled prawn, which basically it makes you take less physical damage for some time, so that's very helpful. So it'll take less physical damage, and he'll also sell the person's necklace. So if you have enough runes, you can buy it, and then you can give a necklace back to her. You could just kill this guy, and then he'll drop her necklace as he dies, but then you won't get all the boiled prawns. And I guess you could just buy the boiled prawns and kill them, but he does come in later in the game, so yeah, I don't recommend killing him right now. I recommend just paying him. Yeah, so then you can return it to this person. Will be like, "Oh, thank you so much." Then she'll be like, "Oh, you need a reward," and then she'll give you the invitation to Volcano Manor, which is basically an invitation to go to Volcano Manor. You can basically access that place, and it's a big side quest. It's a big side quest. Yeah, here it is, Volcano Manor invitation. It's a huge side quest. It's a really good. This is really cool boss Rykard. You know, it's really good. I definitely recommend you try it out. So I definitely recommend giving her the necklace, and then after that, if you don't kill the guy with the boiled prawns, Then you can go to Altus Plateau up here, and you can actually find the same guy, and he'll be selling some stuff that's even better than those boiled prawns. So yeah, he's like near like the Lanedale area. I kind of showed him on the map just now, but yeah, once you get to him, yeah, you can go up to him, and this is how he looks, by the way. He's got that helmet on. Yeah, so he's gonna be selling boiled crab, for the same price as the boiled prawns. So I don't even, and this is actually better. It's even better, slightly better than boiled prawn. So at this point, you don't even need to get boiled prawn. Just forget about boiled prawn, because boiled crab for the same price and it's better. So just you could just officially just start getting boiled crab now. I don't have enough runes to get that. I have 0 runes, but I definitely recommend getting that. But yeah, so if you ever want to just consume it, you can just press use, go to inventory, go to boiled crab, press use, or maybe you love boiled prawn. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of crab in this area. He's selling the crab anyway. That's probably how he gets it. Kind of a reference to how he gets it. Just putting the crab here. I just love the detail to that. They're just putting the crab. They're like, here, if you want to know how he got the crab, there's just a bunch of crab here. Oh, there's a big guy over there around. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please press a like if you like the video, and subscribe to see more of my content. Um, yeah, so I will be using that other new save file in the next video, where I fight General Radahn, which is one of the hardest bosses in Elden Ring on my first try. So I will be doing that, but after that video, it'll kind of be back to this, like the old save file. But before I end the video, guys, I do want to give a shout out to Mekails Unblocked Games, which is a Google site with tons of games. I have kind of mentioned this over a few of my videos, but I do want to mention it again. It is a really cool Google site with tons of games. It's got all sorts of games like Cookie Clicker or like Among Us. Flappy Bird is another one of them. Ovo, Eggy Car, Paper IO, all sorts of games. I definitely recommend you check it out. Yeah, I'll have the link in the description. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time where I kill General Radahn first try without dying. So I hope you're excited for that, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.